I tried to turn it off. I'm so sorry. I don't know why.
Yeah. I can't get the top of this.
All right, and I'll just tailgate.
Yeah,
He's a rough time, but assessment. Everything's spread.
yeah.
So. But like when we were talking about, we just said, yeah, it's not, it's another dog, right?
Old dogs. Yeah. He weighs on the couch.
Calling meeting to order at 6 p.m. Please rise to your able and join me in pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is it for tonight. James and Pam are both on vacation, I believe. All right, starting off with approval of treasury warrants, payroll warrants for January 19, 2024, January 26, 2024, and February 2nd, 2024. Open for motion.
Where is that?
2A.
Okay, well, they're different dates. Motion to approve payroll warrants for January 19, January 26, and February 2nd, 2024.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0. Accounts payable warrants for January 23rd, January 30th, and February 6th, 2024. Open for motion.
Move to approve accounts payable warrants for January 23, January 30, and February 6, 2024.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0. Approval of the minutes, I don't believe we can do because I have to abstain since I wasn't here making it.
She doesn't work, huh?
Right,
Right.
so do we need to vote to table?
Yes, please.
Okay, so open for motion to table the approval of the January 16th.
Three votes to table.
Probably. Well, I can vote for
We can
that.
I make a motion to table,
Second.
All those in favor?
Uh-huh.
Motion passes 3-0. We will do that next time.
Fine.
We do not have any special presentations or awards. Committee appointments, Pamela Brackett to the Airport Committee, this is a reappointment, open for a motion.
Move to approve reappointment of Pamela Brackett to the airport committee.
second.
Then moved and seconded, any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0.
Copies of the agenda, anybody actually like.
All right, next is public hearings. We have a liquor license renewal for Bath Ale Works. Open for motion to open the hearing.
Move to open a hearing for approval of the liquor license renewal for Bath Ale Works.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0. Public hearing is open at 6:03 p.m. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to this liquor license renewal? Anyone online? Going once. Going twice. Seeing none,
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
the moved and seconded, all those in favor? Public hearing is closed at 6:03 PM. Looking for a motion on the liquor license renewal.
Move to approve the liquor license renewal for Bath Ale Works LLC located at 681 Bath Road.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0. We have a second public hearing for a medical cannabis license for Seagrass Group LLC, doing business as Mad Hatters. Motion, open for motion to open the hearing.
Move to open the hearing.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0. The public hearing is open at 6:04 PM. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to this public hearing? Anyone online? Going once? Going twice? Okay,
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
been moved and seconded, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0. Public hearing is closed at 6:05 PM. Open for a motion on the license.
I move to approve the new medical cannabis license retail store Seagrass Group LLC, doing business as Mad Hatters located at 291 Bath Road, Wisconsin.
I'm impressed.
Thank you so much. My mouth is half full. Did you like that?
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that you conditionally approve this license. The fire chief has asked that some fire extinguishers and signs be installed. I don't know if that's been done yet or not.
They were ordered, the electrician will be in, I think they're due for delivery on Wednesday or Thursday. Electrician will have to put it by the day.
So I would just ask that you conditionally approve that based on the fire chief signing off on that once that happens.
Okay,
Adding to my motion, conditionally, based on the fire chief's approval, right? And that's enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Second.
any other further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion passes 3-0.
So once the fire chief comes and sees me, we'll hand you your license.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thank you. So thanks, guys, appreciate that. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Down to public comments. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on a non-agenda item? Here? Yeah, just.
Just Karen Sullivan, I live in Wisconsin, I read Dennis's letter about the Yankee plant, Maine Yankee. And I appreciated that, I did respond to that and contacted my representatives, and I just appreciated that it was somehow out there for us to respond to, and would appreciate similar updates as to anything else we can do relative to making sure that that site is monitored, we get tax revenue, it gets cleaned up. I know Angus King is working on trying to get the federal government to do something, but I appreciated that notice in the newspaper so that as a citizen, I could sort of somehow make my views known. So thank you, Dennis.
Very appreciate that.
Thank you, Karen Sullivan. And we did go to the hearing today, and there were quite a few folks, including the three of us who spoke in favor of it, and including a representative from Oxford, right? Who just thought it was a common sense bill, even though he had no connection to Wisconsin, who spoke in favor, so fingers crossed, we're feeling pretty good. So we'll see, there's a work session at some point in the near future, and then they'll vote whether or not to send to the full legislature, so.
Are they gonna tell us when the work session's coming up?
It'll be posted.
Yeah. Any other public comment, any person online? Seeing none, okay. We don't have any department or committee chair reports, I don't believe. Economic Development Ad Hoc Advisory Committee, I didn't know if we wanted to wait for all five of us to be here. I don't expect any issues, but. Does that hold you up too much? Okay.
I learned the same thing we did last time, we got messed up, that I couldn't find my paperwork, I had gotten it online, but I didn't get my packet.
Oh,
So we postponed it, so I think we can go ahead, it was
I
no,
think we did too.
oh, okay, I didn't realize it was postponed last time.
yeah,
Okay,
it's my fault.
okay. Then I'm fine with that.
I'm good with it.
I make a motion to approve the ad hoc economic development advisory committee director.
A second.
I moved and seconded, any questions or discussion?
That was an excellent job.
Thank you for revising. Did you want to say anything to it, Aaron?
Yeah, I made a couple of minor changes,
In that case, I'm against it.
The one change that I made since the last meeting, that this was on the agenda, was what was it, the community membership. We originally had residents only, but we did change it to residents, taxpayers, local government, to nonprofit and business leaders. So what we're trying to get is, you know, a little bit broader cross section of people. You know, and talking to some people, there might be some good people that don't actually live in Wiscasset, but they actually work and serve the community of Wiscasset. So that was that change. And then the other changes were just based on from your comments the last time. You know, we talked about kind of put them in a little bit better order. The first part, like in page 2, for the most part, is sort of the general assignments of the committee. And then page 3 and beyond is sort of what I'd like to do is really consider as part of the economic development plan. So that's really the crux of this organization right off the bat. Is my goal is to write an economic development plan and help me set priorities. So yeah, so that's what that is. And I think there was one other thing that we did add, and you know, something that Dennis and I chatted a little bit about, was this committee will also serve as a brownfield advisory committee.
Yeah, I saw that.
So,
and that's a requirement of our grant, so.
yeah, rather than have another committee that Bill doesn't like. Yeah, so that sort of that capacity.
I make a motion, we accept it as amended.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded, any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Thank you, everybody.
Motion passes 3-0. Thank you.
You sign it? Yes.
Yeah, well,
I have
sign it at the end.
Cool.
And then, Dennis, in other unfinished business, Dennis did get another update from, downtown in terms of the Walmart clock, from Standard Way, who's their spokesperson. Here's the latest update on the progress on 63 Main Street. The work is underway and progressing. The building is undergoing final preparations and final design review. This will ensure that the masonry work will go quickly and smoothly. Bottom line, the job is in progress. The materials are on site and the work will continue until the job is completed. And I will say I have seen some progress. We've actually got bricks.
I just have a question, when they say design review, is that something that comes before the planning board or is that something that they're talking internally with an architect?
I would assume internally, I don't
It's just
know.
internal, so that once they put the thing up, it's actually gonna stay this long.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
All right, no new business or assessor's business, town manager's report.
I don't have a lot to add besides what I had already put in writing. I was gonna discuss the public hearing today on the legislature on the proposed bill regarding a Yankee, but we kind of already touched on that, so I won't I won't repeat that. It was a long day.
Started 45 minutes late.
They were very late getting started and then had a long bill ahead of us. And then there were quite a few people that talked in favor of the bill. And there was a lot of written submissions in favor of the bill. And there were really only 2 people that talked against it, and they were both from Indianapolis. So fingers crossed, we'll see where we go from here. We have appealed the DEP's decision to grant them this certification to Superior Court, so that is also pending. So now it's kind of, which is gonna come first, type of thing. So we'll see from there. Just, now that we're through that, my next few days, next week and a half will be solely devoted to getting the budget together. I have everything from the department heads that are not very far off from where I was projecting it to be. So it'll come together very quickly and we can get to work for the next couple of months and get that done.
Any questions? Yeah, I would just add, big thanks to anybody who contacted legislators or submitted testimony. There was a lot of, activity on there for just written testimony, which was really helpful, particularly given that, at least it looked like on the other bills that were on the docket today, there wasn't much activity, so that made a statement, I think. All right, any other board business?
Dennis, do we want to talk a little bit about what we talked about, the waterfront?
The waterfront thing?
Yeah, the workshop.
Yeah.
Sure. Today I met with Susan Robson, the chair of the waterfront committee. And during that meeting, we were talking about the next steps for their plan. They have a plan, ambitious Riverwalk plan. I think you all know about that. Do you?
Not the details, but.
Okay. Well, they'd like to make a presentation to you, essentially. And it's a pretty detailed presentation. It's about 20 minutes in length. And Dennis and I were kind of talking about whether or not we should have it in this setting or maybe a workshop setting. And we would also maybe like to invite the climate action team to that meeting. And, have them discuss it because it has a little bit of, well, it has some connections. And so we would just, like Dennis and I were kind of hoping you can give us some direction on that and tell us what you think.
So, if we do this during a regular meeting, I can see a 20-minute presentation, I can see this turning into, 30, 40-minute conversation, back and forth, questions. And it just might be better if we did it as a workshop, and I'm sure I can find a few other things to throw into a workshop where we can be kind of just focused on these little things instead of all this other stuff that needs to get done as well. So, I mean, that's it. We're just looking for direction from you. If you're okay with that, we'll work on finding a date if you want to put it in a regular meeting.
I think that's a great idea, because there's a lot to discuss.
That's fine.
Workshop. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put together, get some dates together and we'll figure something out with that.
Any other board business?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes 3-0, we're adjourned at 6:17 p.m.
Bill, you're always just so anxious for that.
Eight meetings.
These meetings are longer than I thought. Alright, we're ready to do this.
Eight meetings goes first.
Yes. Keep going, right? Yeah. Springing across the room, jumps up.